Hey everybody, Mike here, and today we're talking about the 5 different areas that you need to focus on in your digital marketing strategy if you want to succeed. There are a lot of marketing tools and a lot of different opinions out there on what works and what doesn't work, and they all come down into 5 different categories that I call your pillars of marketing, and we're going to talk about that today. Hey everybody, Mike Halbin here, and today we're talking about the 5 different areas that you need to focus on in order to be successful online. Personally, I call them the 5 pillars, and the 5 pillars encompass all the different digital marketing strategies and different tools that you should be using in order to sell online or get more customers through your website. And just like building a house, you really need a sound structural foundation in order to succeed at higher levels. And there really aren't any businesses, whether you're a jeweler or a coffee shop or a fitness coach, these 5 pillars are always going to apply regardless of the type of business. And those 5 things are your website, social media, Google Ads, email marketing, and SEO. And we're going to break down those 5 things now. So the first pillar is your website. And yes, your website technically is not its own marketing channel. It's where all of your marketing is going to bring potential customers. However, it's included in the 5 pillars because you need to treat it as its own constantly evolving entity that you optimize and improve, week by week and month by month. So your website is included in the 5 pillars because you need to constantly focus on it and make updates. Also, if you're not optimizing your website and you're not testing different things, and you're not running analytics, and you're not running reports on where your visitors are coming from and where they're going, none of your other marketing is going to really work. You need to understand how to look at your website, how to read the data, and you're going to use that data to improve all the other pillars of your marketing. So it all starts with your website. It's the absolute foundation. All of your marketing is going to bring people to your website. So you need to constantly monitor your website, see the traffic flow, and see what you need to do to improve. So your second pillar is Google Ads. Google Ads is where I recommend most businesses begin their marketing. Of course, we have the other pillars to also focus on, but Google Ads is a really awesome way to jumpstart your marketing very effectively and within budget. With Google Ads, you're usually only paying when somebody clicks on your ad. So it's low risk, and you're reaching people that are actively searching for your type of business. So unlike social media, which we're going to get to in a second, Google Ads is lower risk because you know that the people you're showing your ads to are actively searching for your type of business right at that moment. Now, with Google Ads, you're usually targeting customers by interest and by intent. That means that you're targeting people based on their current buying habits. And this is very different from social media, where you're normally targeting people by demographic. So with social media, whether Facebook or Instagram or whatever platform you like the most, but usually Facebook and Instagram, you are targeting people based on their age, their job, their location, stuff like that. And Google Ads, you're not targeting people by demographic. You are targeting them by what they're searching for at the moment. So there are 2 very different marketing channels that each work in a very different way. And both Google Ads, the second pillar, and social media, the third pillar, work hand in hand. Now, on the topic of social media, there are three core benefits to using it. The first is that you can obviously engage with your customers in real time and create a dialogue with your customers and answer questions and stuff right away. This is huge, and customers really like to see that the brands and businesses that they buy from are actively engaged with them. Another thing you can do with social media is you can upload a custom audience. And what that is that is an Excel sheet that you can upload to Facebook, and Facebook will actually match those email addresses from your list to Facebook profiles. And then you can serve ads only to those people. And this way, you know you're reaching warm leads, people that are more likely to buy from you. Because obviously, if you have a list of 5,000 customers that have bought from you in the past, a large amount of them will purchase from you again. So rather than trying to find new customers, you can always serve additional promotions to previous customers on your list by using social media. And the third reason that social media is so important is because you can use retargeting. And retargeting is one of the most essential and important e-commerce marketing strategies out there. I'm sure you've experienced it. You've went to a website, you went to Best Buy, you looked around on Best Buy at different things, and then all of a sudden you're seeing ads everywhere for Best Buy of those products probably that you were looking at. And this is called retargeting. And what Best Buy or any other business has is a piece of code on their website that tracks non-sensitive data. So they're not capturing anything private, your name, your location or anything like that, but they are capturing what you looked at on their website. And retargeting uses this information to show a customer more ads, either in the same category or of the same product, in hopes that it's going to push somebody over to make that purchase. Most people are not going to purchase the first time they go to a website, so using social media to retarget people is super, super important if you really want to reach them throughout their entire buying cycle. The fourth pillar is SEO, which stands for search engine optimization. And basically, this is just the art and the skill of getting your website optimized to rank higher on Google. And of course, this is something everybody should prioritize. If you rank high on Google, you're going to get lots of free traffic. And most people are only clicking on the first, 4 links on the first page of Google. So if someone is searching for a business like yours, you obviously want to be at the top of the search results. But this doesn't happen by accident. If you want your company's website to be at the top of the search results, it takes a lot of work. SEO is very time consuming and very expensive. So unlike Google Ads and social media, where you might start getting results pretty quickly, SEO takes a long time. And even doing SEO, it might not do anything for your business, because you might have you might have a competitor in the local area, and they're spending $5,000 or $10,000 on SEO every month. And it's a competition. So if you have a $300 a month budget for SEO, and your local competitors have a $5,000 budget for SEO, it's going to be very difficult to ever outrank them. So the first thing you have to decide is SEO even a worthwhile investment for my business? Now, if you decide it is, and any SEO agency like ours can run the numbers for you and tell you, how much work you're going to have to put into it before you actually invest in it. But you have to decide if SEO is worthwhile, if it's worth the cost, and how much you think you're going to get out of it. And typically, if you can get your site to the top of the search engines, you're going to get a ton of traffic and a ton of very, very relevant traffic. So SEO is very important, but not for all businesses. And the last pillar is email marketing. And it's last, but certainly not least. Email remains one of the most powerful marketing tools in the world for a reason. Even with the emergence of social media, email is still the marketing channel that provides the highest ROI. And if you have a list of email addresses and you learn how to maximize your marketing through email, the emails go directly to the right people, hopefully. And it's also the type of thing that once you have their email address, you can now use it in a ton of different ways. You can market every month through email. You can do newsletters. You can do drip campaigns. There are so many different ways to use email. And it remains, even though email has been around longer than social media, it remains one of the best and one of the most important marketing channels that you have. So that's it. Those are the 5 pillars of marketing that you need to focus on. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My email is mike@haubenmedia.com. And make sure you stick around and come back for more videos, because I'm going to dive into how to maximize your results in all of these 5 pillars. We're going to dive into website strategies, Google ad strategies, proper social media tactics, and more. So stick around, watch our videos, and I hope to see you soon.